So, picture this. You're out on a mountain hike, no signal, no phone. And suddenly, your watch is the only lifeline that can send an SOS. Sounds like something out of a survival movie, right? Well, with the Apple Watch Ultra 3, this scenario might actually be real. Welcome back to Next Gen Tech News, where we dive deep into the tech that shapes our future. Today, we're talking about one of the most anticipated wearables of 2025, the Apple Watch Ultra 3. This isn't just a smartwatch. It's Apple's bold attempt to turn your wrist into the ultimate survival tool, fitness coach, and health companion. Now, many of you loved my last video on the iPhone 17 rumors, and I can't thank you enough for that support. But today, it's time to switch gears and focus on Apple's most rugged, most adventurous product. And let me tell you, this year's Ultra isn't just a small upgrade. It's shaping up to be a serious leap forward. First, let's talk strategy. Apple actually skipped releasing an Ultra model in 2024 instead of rushing an update. They decided to refine and innovate, something you don't often see in a world where gadgets get recycled every 12 months, and honestly, that's a smart move. The Ultra line isn't like your regular series watch. It's built for durability, long-term use, and high-performance lifestyles. No one's really asking for a new rugged smartwatch every single year. By stretching the upgrade cycle, Apple gives customers more value while perfecting the next big leap. And that leap officially arrives in September 2025, right alongside the iPhone 17 lineup and the Apple Watch Series 11. Let's start with the display, because this is going to be the star of the show. The Ultra 3 is rumored to feature an OLED LTPO 3 panel with thinner bezels and a diagonal approaching to inches, all while keeping that classic 49mm titanium case. Translation: you're basically wearing a mini iPhone screen on your wrist. The resolution will be sharper, animation smoother, and energy efficiency higher. And for the adventurers out there, Apple might push brightness levels past the already jaw-dropping 3000 nits we saw on the Ultra 2. That means you could check your stats even under direct desert sunlight or while skiing on snow-covered mountains, without squinting like you're reading fine print on a receipt. Some leaks even hint at micro testing, which would make the display more durable, energy efficient, and buttery smooth. But let's be real, Apple Watches are all about health and fitness. And the Ultra 3 is rumored to introduce a blood pressure sensor. Now, before you think it's going to replace your doctor's cuff, let me clarify, it won't give clinical readings, but it will detect unusual patterns or spikes and send alerts when something seems off. Imagine your watch telling you, hey, calm down. Your blood pressure is acting like you just ran a marathon, even though you're just arguing about pineapple on pizza. Sadly, glucose monitoring seems a few years away, probably 2026. But the Ultra 3 is laying the groundwork with better sensor placement, more internal space, and advanced AI interpretation. Apple's clearly working toward turning this into a genuine personal medical assistant, not just a fancy fitness tracker. And here's where things get exciting: Workout Buddy in watchOS 26. Think of it as a personal trainer powered by artificial intelligence. It learns your habits, motivates you mid-workout, and gives real-time advice. If you've ever wished for someone to yell one more rep without paying gym trainer fees, well, now you've got one strapped to your wrist. Now, the part I'm personally most hyped for: independence from the iPhone. The Ultra 3 is expected to come with 5G RedCap connectivity, a lighter version of 5G designed for wearables. This means faster data transfers without killing the battery. Combine that with upgraded Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and suddenly, this feels less like an accessory and more like a standalone computer for your wrist. But here's the jaw-dropper: satellite messaging support. Imagine you're deep in the wilderness, no cell towers in sight, and still being able to send an SOS or your exact location to loved ones. That's not just cool, it's potentially life-saving. Apple is clearly marketing the Ultra 3 as the ultimate adventurer's companion, and with this feature, they may have nailed it. Battery life has always been a strength of the Ultra series, and with the Ultra 3, we might see even more. Apple is rumored to be adding a slightly bigger battery plus a redesigned charging coil for faster wireless charging. That means for days of usage could become the norm, even with GPS, workouts, and sleep tracking turned on. Marathon runners and overnight campers will probably love this. Of course, the software plays just as big a role. watchOS 26 is coming with a fresh design, smoother animations, customizable smart cards, and gorgeous new liquid glass watch face is perfect for showing off that massive, bright screen. Practical updates like a native Notes app add productivity value, while AI-driven insights like sleep score or energy score will help users actually understand their health data now. Let's sprinkle in some rumors. Some insiders say Apple might include a rear metal casing to improve sensor accuracy and durability. Others whisper about a tiny camera module though that feels more like Apple experimenting than something we'll actually see in 2025. In terms of style, leaks suggest Apple could introduce a bold new orange variant. Inspired by the rumored iPhone 17 Pro Ultra shade, it's not just flashy, it's practical, too. Since orange is a high-visibility color often used in outdoor gear, combine that with new band designs possibly with built-in sensors and you've got both form and function. So, what about the price? Reports suggest Apple will keep the Ultra 3 around $799 to $899. Right in line with the Ultra 2, it's premium. Yes, but still cheaper than some high-end Garmin or Polar watches. The official reveal is expected at Apple's fall event on September 9, 2025. With sales opening shortly after. So, who should actually buy this thing? If you're an adventurer, a marathon runner, or just someone who values safety, connectivity, and cutting-edge health features, the Ultra 3 is calling your name. For health-conscious users, those blood pressure alerts could be a game-changer. But if you've got slimmer wrists or prefer a lighter design, the Apple Watch Series 11 might be a better fit. And for budget-focused users, the Say 3 could be the sweet spot. The bottom line, the Apple Watch Ultra 3 isn't reinventing the wheel, but it's refining the smartwatch in ways that matter: bigger and brighter screen, smarter health sensors, true iPhone independence, satellite safety features, and better battery life. Put simply, this might be Apple's most complete smartwatch yet. So, what do you think? Will the Ultra 3 finally make you ditch your Garmin? Or are you holding out for glucose monitoring in a future model? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next video on the end screen. Check out my deep dive into the iPhone 17 leaks or my analysis of the Apple Watch Series 11 rumors. Those videos will give you the full picture of Apple's 2025 lineup.